Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Linked Past.
I'm Relian.
And I'm Chris.
And for the last time, we'll be fighting Grim.
I've been looking forward to this. Are you
Let's
ready,
go.
Tycoon Wallet?
Do we have to parry him to knock him off?
What?
That's one. Oh, you can see the damage on his core. Downward slash. Good parry. Brutal.
Oh, did I hurt poor little girl him? Oh no. I'm gonna have to stab.
Yep.
Ugh. Stabbing in this game is so BS. I'm not even... I'm not even
You're
doing...
moving both just a little bit. Oh, he's got his own Skyward Strike. How many more hits is he gonna take?
Damn it. Oh!
Wretched brats! Wait, his blade got damaged when you smacked it.
I'm losing grip on the...
Huh?
I'm losing grip on the...
Ah.
No! Step!
You're pulling back with your left hand, so it's triggering the spin attack.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
This is preposterous. Driven to my knees by a simple child of man. Laughable. No matter how many times we clash, I can't prevail. You think I can't defeat you? You think I can't win? Boy, but are you? But never mind that. Victory's still mine to savor. We fought. The ritual I started continued. At last, it's complete. The Demon King shall devour the soul of the goddess and resurrect in his full glory. Notice there's no ceiling spike in it this time? Don't you see it? It's all over. You and your kind have lost. This world and everything in it now belongs to darkness. They belong to my master. Welcome back to us, Master. That is an inverted Triforce.
So, you are the chosen knight of the goddess. Intriguing. The goddess lowered herself to a mortal existence to keep me imprisoned. How pathetic. This bag of flesh pales in comparison to the magnificence of her previous form.
Don't worry, Relling. Bruce has got this. I like how Groos's theme is overpowering demises right now. Rillian, I caught her. She's okay.
Sword through the back. So, you and the other human would stand before obliteration to aid the goddess, would you? How curious. The humans I've known were weak things, hardly more than insects, shivering under rocks, and ready to flee at the mere glimpse of me. When last I walked this world, they did little more than scream and cling to their goddess, mewling and praying, counting on her to protect them. How amusing to think that these cowards begot someone like you. You grow more fascinating by the second, human. I never imagined I'd meet one of your kind who wished to stand against me in battle. Very well. Then I shall prepare a place for us where we will not be bothered by distractions. If you still have the courage to face me, seek me there.
Rillian, it's all on you. Oh, and listen up. Granny had some info for you. The old girl says it'll take time for that
grease wad to absorb Zelda's soul completely. If you can take him down before his soul gets all sucked up into that thing, you might still have a chance. I know you can do it. So, yeah, you gotta do this. You're all Zelda's god. You gotta make that happen.
If you fear for your life, do not follow me. You can spend what little time your world has left cowering and crying as befits your kind. But if you truly desire to raise your blade against the world I would build, come for me. I've waited eons to return. I can spare a few more moments to let you decide.
But in this timeline, he's only waited a few years at most. It's up to you now, Relian. Unless he somehow has memories of the other timeline. Is there a stool nearby? Because we kind of need some health before we fight this. One thing I love about that scene,
Which one? We saw a lot.
the one we just saw.
With Demise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, a lot of Japanese music will have these kind of back and forth moments.
Yeah.
Where you have the leitmotif of the villain segueing into the leitmotif of the heroes, especially during boss music. Do not panic. Zelda is fine. She rests in the back room of the temple. I never expected Demise would rise again. It seems now the fate of the world rests solely in your hands, Relian. Phew, that was way too close back there. I got serious sweat going. Can you imagine what would have happened if I hadn't pulled off one of my favorite Bruce maneuvers? I'll stay here and make sure she's protected, so don't worry one bit. Just get out there and clobber that Demise creep. I'm counting on you. We all are. But during that scene, the moments where it shifts to the hero's theme,
Yeah.
it wasn't, the actual hero's song that you so often hear in Legend of Zelda. It was frickin' Groos's theme.
Yeah.
Whenever it did the bounce back to there's hope, there's a chance.
Just seeing if maybe there's a fairy.
Yeah. All right.
Whee!
Oh boy.
Whee!
Like, I don't know, I just find music theory stuff like that fascinating in games. And I love when... Oh. Okay.
You started it off. You get to finish it.
All right. You do know that means I'm making you start Minish Cap, right?
That's perfectly fine.
All right. Master, I have important information. Once you enter this portal, my analysis indicates a 0% chance that you will be able to return unless you are able to vanquish your foe. Are you ready? Understood. Know that even in the place that lies beyond the portal, I will be with you. And Master, good luck.
So go ahead.
I'm just wondering if the detail of the inverted Triforce on Demise's blade was in the original, or if that's something that only got seen in the remake.
So you've decided to meet your end in the battle after all. It pleases me greatly to see such a misplaced valor, human. Take a moment to appreciate your surroundings, for where we stand shall serve as your tomb for eternity.
We're battling in the sacred realm, aren't we?
The hate for the gods that has boiled in my veins. You will taste all of it in the bite of my blade. The only question left is how long you will manage to remain standing before I take your life. Try to keep it interesting for me, would you? And when you fall, know that your world and everything that in it is mine to dominate, mine to subjugate, mine to rule. When I finish with you, you can take solace in knowing your friends and kin will follow soon, as I wipe all of who oppose me from the face of this world. It won't be long now. At last, the almighty power I sought for millennia. I will take the Triforce for my own. And the world shall be under my foot for eternity. Demise.
Tanky mess. Son of a gun. Then again, he is an absolute unit. I say that, and the very next hit sends him flying. Need to parry multiple times. Need to do multiple dodge it. Blocks. Oh boy. Even if I block that, it still sends me flying. Am I supposed to? Do I need to dodge backwards after that?
You want a hint?
Sure.
Fade out and raise your sword true.
Bait out and raise your sword.
You think he's the only one that can do that? That's their last fairy.
He is the only enemy I've seen dodge roll away from a fatal strike.
Yep. Extraordinary. You stand as a paragon of your kind, human. You fight like no man or demon I have ever known, though this is not the end. My hate never perishes. It is born anew in the cycle. I will rise again. Those like you, those who share the blood of the goddess and the spirit of the hero, they are eternally bound to this curse. An incarnation of my hatred shall even ever follow your kind, dooming them to wander a blood-soaked sea of darkness for a long time.
for all time.
I have confirmed the eradication of the Demon King. His residual consciousness has been absorbed into the Master Sword, and is now sealed away. You've done well, Relian.
Does anybody have a stool?
I need to take a sit.
Relian. Thank you. I think it's over. Finally, it's all over.
Nice going, you two. You guys are totally amazing in this little adventure. I like to call it The Legend of Groose. That's a little joke. Joke or not, your contributions to our efforts were heroic. You have my thanks. Oh, well. You know, I'm just glad I could make myself useful. I'm happy things turned out okay. Hey, things are looking pretty sewn up here. What do you say, guys? Ready to head back to our own time? Granny was really worried about you two. We don't want to keep an old girl in suspense too long. But wouldn't Granny know? Hylia, your grace. Or perhaps you prefer Zelda. It pleases me to know you are safe. Master, I must speak with you. Master Relian, you have successfully protected the goddess reborn and defeated Demise, fulfilling your role as the hero of legend. My purpose here is complete. Therefore, I ask you to dissolve our arrangement as master and servant. Drive the sword into the pedestal before you, and I will return to the sword to enter a sleep without end. Master, you have achieved the purpose you were chosen to fulfill. Please set the sword in the pedestal and bring the goddess's mission to an end. Now, Master, it is time to conclude our necessary companionship.
Why do we always have to say bye to our friends?
Because this one is going to be needed by more heroes than just us. In fact, the next hero to pick this up is going to be the Hero of Time. Relian, hear me. My purpose was to obey the command of the goddess and lead you, the chosen hero of this land, on your quest. When I first awoke and began this task, I perceived it as merely serving my function as the servant of her grace. However, I've come to consider the information corresponding to our time together among the most precious data I have on record. I do not have the capabilities to fully understand the human spirit. But now, at the end of my journey with you, as I prepare to sleep within the Master Sword forever, I experience a feeling I am unable to identify. I lack sufficient data to be sure of my conclusion, but I believe this feeling correlates closest to what your people call happiness. Our partnership is at an end, and even as we speak, I feel my consciousness fading away. Before I enter the sleep that calls me to the sword, I wish to relay to you the words that I have recorded many times over the course of our journey. Many have said them to you thus far, but now I wish to say them for myself. Thank you, Master Aurelian. May we meet again in another life. This is the second time.
What?
This is the second. Technically, it's the first time Link has a close companion abandon him in this exact spot.
Oh. What? Impa, why? Come with us.
Zelda, Your Grace, you possess the memories of the goddess. You must understand why that is not possible. I am a being of this age. My place is here.
I know that, but...
You must return to your own time. I will take care of the gate once you pass through.
I can't do that. You and I have been through so much together. I don't want to leave you alone. Please, Impa, come back with us.
Zelda, at the command of the goddess, I passed through the Gate of Time. I did so to protect you and aid the fight to prevent the world's destruction. The last remnants of demise are decaying slowly within the sword. Someone must stay behind to watch over this blade. His spirit must not reawaken. He must never be allowed to threaten the world again. This is the nature of the task given to my tribe. As a member of the Sheikah, the goddess's chosen guardians, I gladly welcome this duty. I shall watch over the Triforce. Its power is too great to leave in the grasp of man. Dependence on its might is an invitation to disaster. When it has served its purpose, it must be secreted away to lie dormant once again. The knowledge of its existence hidden from mortal history. Those are the words the goddess spoke to me long ago. I remembered them well, as do you, I'm sure. Do not despair, Zelda. You and I will surely meet again, someday. That's right, Zelda wasn't around Granny long enough to realize.
A lot sooner than you think, Zelda.
See? I told you we'd meet again. Three times. 3 times. We see a close companion vanish before our eyes in this same temple.
Impa, thank you. Thank you for everything. Could you imagine staying around for 1,000 years just so you could say bye?
Because in that timeline, she didn't need to watch over the seal.
Yep. Da 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 da.
That was a journey.
Yeah. Starting off, I was really opposed to it just because I knew mechanically I hated it,
Like,
and I still mechanically hate it.
there's definitely some problems with how they translated the controls to the gyro.
Yeah.
Like, as you said it early on, the Wiimote was definitely a better method for this
Yeah.
particular game.
Oh, this is her for when she fell.
Yeah. I guess we're going to see a whole lot of scenes that didn't have time for, or they didn't want to reveal to us early on. So is Granny going to introduce Zelda to herself or her younger self?
How'd that work?
No, Impa didn't step through until Zelda was almost at Eldin. Because it's on this path that she gets captured.
But how did younger Impa get over here?
There was the time gate in Lanayru.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. I forgot about that one. That was like 5,000 episodes ago.
It's also how Impa knew it was there if she used that time gate to get through the first time. This was a temple that Zelda prayed at, but we did not actually go into. The
Was
old
that
Temple of
Lanayru?
Time. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it got destroyed. But story-wise,
Story-wise, this was amazing.
like, this game, it delivered. on the story end.
Yeah.
And a heck of a lot more than other Zelda games. Like, how many other Zelda games can you think of? Is there a point where you think it's over and done with? And then, no. One final act.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, I knew it wasn't the end.
Yeah,
Even the first time I played it. Because, yeah, it seems like it's wrapping up, but you still know that Girahim's out there.
True. I guess it was so long since his last appearance, I kind of just forgot he existed.
That's fair. I mean, a lot of it was just the trials and whatnot after.
Yeah, because... What? You fight Girahim in... Or you see him in Farron when he brings the six-armed monstrosity to life. But you don't actually fight him there.
I think that's the last time.
Because you fight him once in Farron. You have the second fight with him, which is... I know it's in the second, or in the middle portion.
I don't remember.
Is it... It's the Elden Dungeon, isn't it? Or the on your way to the Flame of Power. That he becomes the next boss fight.
I don't remember.
Yeah, no. Because during that section...
Kiwi?
Kikwi! You had the desert boss, which was the giant calamari. You had the Farron boss, which was the thing Girahim resurrected. And then you had the second Girahim fight. Plus the Imprisoned as the fourth one for the middle trials. I can see you hating on that room.
It was more towards the spider.
Fair. Well, again, the stab...
Oh, God.
It has to go with how they map the gyros. Because, again, you think... If you played Skyward Sword on the Wii and got used to it, you're stabbing towards the screen, which might have you do a motion that the gyro interprets as a slash.
Yeah.
So unless you're hyper vigilant about keeping the gyro steady as you stab it forward and not stabbing it towards the center of the screen... So am I right in assuming that's going to be the Temple of Time in Ocarina?
If it's going in chronological order, I can only assume.
Because I don't think the Minish Cap, the hero, or Link uses the Master Sword in that one.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've touched Minish Cap.
And I never got a chance to play it.
After credits.
And the Triforce is being held here. Plus, we know this is a location that has a connection to the Sacred Realm because that's where we fought Demise.
I'm intrigued to see what his friends think of him now that he's changed so much.
I think Groose will have a positive impact on him. And possibly help them get some growth. Because they saw him as the leader. And, like, now that he's accepted that Zelda will never be his, that complex he has is got no reason to exist.
Look around us. As a child, I always dreamed of the world below. I wanted to see the surface with my own eyes and feel the land's warm breeze on my skin. I think I want to live here. I always want to feel solid ground beneath my feet, see the clouds above my head, and watch over the Triforce. What about you, Rillian? What will you do now? That's not an answer.
Well, considering their birds are flying off together, I think I know what they're going to be doing.
Oh, are those supposed to be like lovebirds?
I mean, they're pretty tied to their birds.
The end.
You know, I noticed something. Who does Pops remind you of? Zelda's dad. You
Hero
can play
mode?
again in hero mode using this save data. Do you want to continue?
What the heck is hero mode?
Your progress up to this point will be deleted. Are you sure you want to play in hero mode? There's a reason why I saved on a different slot.
Oh, is
Well.
hero mode just like harder?
I think we can look that up between videos, but for now, I think this is the last one we will do for Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
Thank you to everyone who joined us on this journey. And we look forward to see you in the next series.
It has been one hell of a journey, this game.
And this is a tale we can bring to the close.
And as always, I'm Chris.
And I'm Relian.
And then the next video, it won't be Skyward Sword. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.